Here's the thing. I didn't expect Samsung to tempt me with another Ultra so soon, but the Galaxy S26 Ultra might just do it. And it's not because of some flashy new AI feature or a fancy redesign. It's because of three specific upgrades that, if true, could make this phone feel like a real step forward instead of just another yearly refresh. Let's start with the one that would probably change how I use my phone every single day: charging speed. Right now, the Galaxy S25 Ultra tops out at 45W wired charging. That's fine. It's not terrible, but it's definitely behind what a lot of other flagships are offering, especially phones coming out of China that are hitting 100W and beyond. The S26 Ultra, though, is rumored to jump to 60W fast charging. Now, that might not sound like a massive leap on paper, but it's a meaningful one in practice. We're talking about shaving off a noticeable chunk of time every time you plug in. And if you're like me, someone who waits until the battery dips into single digits before panicking, that matters. It means you can plug in, go make a coffee, and come back to a phone that's already ready to go. Ice Universe, a tipster with a strong track record, says this upgrade is indeed back on the table after earlier reports contradicted it. And if it's true, that alone could make the S26 Ultra feel like a more modern flagship. The second upgrade I'm watching closely is the display, because this might not just be Samsung's best screen ever, it could be the best OLED panel on any phone, period. Rumors say the S26 Ultra is getting a brand new M14 OLED display, and this is a bigger deal than it sounds. M14 means more brightness, more efficiency, and a longer lifespan. Basically, everything you want in a display. Brighter means it's easier to see outdoors, efficiency means better battery life, and longer lifespan means that stunning panel will stay stunning for years. But Samsung isn't stopping there. The phone is also rumored to include something called Color Filter on Encapsulation, or COE. In simple terms, it integrates the color filter into the protective layer of the OLED itself. That makes the display even thinner while letting more light through, which again means more brightness. It's the kind of improvement you might not notice on a spec sheet, but absolutely will notice when you pick up the phone and start scrolling, watching, or gaming. And honestly, since the display is the part of the phone we interact with most, this could end up being the most important upgrade of all. Then there's the camera, and while Samsung isn't reinventing the wheel here, the rumored improvements are smart and meaningful. The main 200-megapixel sensor is said to keep the same resolution, but with a wider aperture, f1.4 compared to f1.7 on the S25 Ultra. That's a 47% boost in light intake, which is huge. More light means sharper, more detailed photos in low light, better dynamic range, and overall more consistent shots in tricky conditions. The telephoto lenses are getting some love too. The 3x zoom camera might jump from 10MP to 12MP, not a massive jump, but enough to capture more detail. And the 5x zoom lens could improve its aperture from 3.4 to 2.9, allowing roughly 38% more light. Again, that means clearer, brighter photos, especially at night or indoors. Put all these tweaks together, and the S26 Ultra could deliver a noticeable bump in photo quality without even changing the megapixel count. Now, none of this comes without trade-offs. There's talk of a design change, possibly rounder edges and a new camera bump. Personally, I'm not in love with the leaked camera island design. I actually prefer the clean, minimalist look of the S25 Ultra's camera setup. But here's the thing. Design isn't a deal breaker for me as long as it doesn't get in the way of how I use the phone. And if the trade-off is for a slightly different camera bump, faster charging, a better display, and improved photos, that's a trade I'm more than willing to make. What's interesting about these rumored upgrades is that none of them are gimmicks. They're not flashy features meant to grab headlines for a week and then fade away. These are quality of life improvements, the kind that make a difference every single time you pick up your phone. Faster charging means less time tethered to a wall. A better display means everything you do on your phone looks and feels better. And camera upgrades mean your memories look clearer and sharper no matter the lighting. Of course, all of this is still based on leaks and early rumors, so nothing's guaranteed. But if Samsung really delivers on these three fronts, charging, display, and camera, the Galaxy S26 Ultra might not just be a modest step forward, it could be the Ultra that finally feels worth upgrading to, even if you're already holding an S24 or S25. And that's why I'm watching this launch closely, because if these rumors pan out, the Galaxy S26 Ultra won't just be Samsung's next flagship, it could be the phone that reminds us why the Ultra series exists in the first place. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.